Look, here's the raw truth nobody likes to say out loud. As a limited partner, you hold more power than anyone else when it comes to an emerging fund manager's fate. Seriously, it's not just about writing the check and hoping for a good return. It's deeper, messier, more intense. Because behind every new fund manager, every fresh idea, every bold vision, there's a fragile line between making it and breaking it. And you're the one holding the scissors. You get it. The sleepless nights spent wondering if this manager actually knows what they're doing. The gut-wrenching feeling when results don't show up on time, or when the pitch sounds amazing but the execution falters. You're caught in this invisible trap where you have to balance trust with skepticism, patience with pressure. And it's exhausting, right? Watching someone you backed struggle and feeling powerless to pull them out of the abyss. And here's the hardest part no one warns you about. If you don't play your role right, if you don't lean in with strategy, discipline, and fierce clarity, you could be the reason a promising fund never finds its feet. You can either starve them of confidence or fuel their fire for greatness. This is more than just money. This is about shaping not just the fund's future, but their very survival. Now, many think LPs just quietly write checks and wait, but listen, that's the trap. Emerging fund managers need something real beyond dollars. They need a partner who sees them, who challenges them, who holds them accountable without crushing them. They need you to understand that your influence isn't just financial leverage, it's strategic leverage. You can make or break their confidence. If you ghost, if you stay silent when things don't look perfect, you're starving their potential. Silence kills more dreams than bad decisions ever will. Fund managers watch you like hawks. They read every signal you send, every delayed response, every nod or hesitation. Your belief, or the lack of it, echoes louder than your words. But it's not just about emotional support or pep talks. This is business survival. You must become an active catalyst. You have to hold the mirror up and force brutal honesty. Are their systems tight? Is the strategy smart? Are they pivoting too soon or stuck in analysis paralysis? Are they really listening to feedback or just nodding along? The biggest mistake LPs make is confusing loyalty with enabling. Don't let your loyalty blind you to real problems, but don't be a wrecking ball either. This is a delicate dance. Demand excellence, push hard, but don't snap the fragile wings before they get strong enough to fly. What does that even look like in practice? First, you need relentless clarity on what success means. Not some vague wishful thinking, but hard milestones tied to real progress. Fundraising velocity, team hires, portfolio diversity, risk management, investor communications. You have to light a fire under those metrics every single time you meet, because no manager should cruise on charm or past reputation alone. Second, you must insist on transparency, like your life depends on it, because frankly, it does. Danger lurks in blind spots. Hidden problems are the silent killers of funds. When a manager tries to sugarcoat or hide flaws, that's your red flag. Push for data, for self-awareness, for open discussions about failures and what's really happening on the ground, not polished sales decks. Third, bring fresh perspective, not just your own, but through your networks. Introduce the manager to people who challenge their ideas, stretch their thinking, open doors they wouldn't find on their own. Your role is to fill gaps, not just with money, but with connection, mentorship, honest feedback loops. Fourth, and this is critical, insist they unlearn as much as they learn. Emerging managers often carry baggage, old habits, past roles, comfortable patterns. The world's changing faster than ever. Legacy thinking kills momentum. You have to be the voice that says, forget what you thought you knew. Starting now, you build what's needed, not what's familiar. You're not just investing in a business plan, you're investing in transformation. And here's the biggest truth to hold on to. They will fail a lot. The difference is whether they fail forward or crash and burn. Your job is not to shield them from pain. That's impossible. Your job is to push them to see pain as fuel. Help them build grit, resilience, a mindset that says, yes, I got knocked down. Now I'm getting up better and smarter. But don't expect them to come to you begging for this. Many won't admit when they're stuck, shaky, or scared. You have to push open doors they try to close. Ask the tough questions no one else has the guts to ask. Demand action plans, not excuses. If you rise to this challenge, you don't just save a single fund manager, you spark a revolution in the space. You create a feedback loop where emerging managers grow faster, stronger, smarter, because they're not alone, because someone's got their back and their front. Now, this isn't comfortable. It's gritty work. You'll face moments when you doubt yourself, when you wonder if it's worth it, when the pressure feels unbearable and the temptation to walk away screams louder than the call to fight. But know this, your influence ripples far beyond the fund you're backing. It sends a signal that this ecosystem demands better, that mediocrity won't be rewarded, and that bold, transformative leadership gets real support. So what's the alternative? Walking away and watching potential scatter like dust? Settling for mediocre returns and boring updates? Relying on status quo managers who play the game safe and dry? None of that moves the needle. To move the needle, you have to become the needle. You need to be fiercely sovereign. Own your power. Don't wait for someone else to lead the charge. This is your moment to show what true partnership means, a relentless pursuit of excellence in a world that rewards comfort and sameness. Question everything. Demand more. Push harder. Stop accepting good enough or we're still figuring it out. If it's not moving, it's dying. Cold, hard truth. Your patience is a weapon, but only if wielded with precision and intention. You're in it for the long game. You understand that greatness isn't built overnight, but day by day, inch by inch, conversation by brutal conversation. Align yourself with the few who understand this fiery path. You don't need to be liked, just respected. Find those who burn with the same fire, who get that this isn't a hobby or hobby money. It's a sacred mission to cure a broken system of endless settling. Remember, this isn't about making life easier for yourself or them. It's about making the life you chose real. About breaking free from the cage of convenience, from the comfortable lies that say, just wait, it'll get better. It doesn't get better on its own. It gets better because someone like you chooses to fight every day. The power you hold is brutal, beautiful, and terrifying all at once. Use it with intention. Be the crucible in which young fund managers are forged, not broken. Because when they succeed, you don't just get returns, you get legacy. You get proof that when a limited partner truly shows up, when they demand more, hold firm, push without mercy, that's when the future is born. So lean in. Turn up the heat. Speak the truth, even when it hurts. Hold the line. Because no one else will, and because your choice will echo far beyond this moment. You can make or break an emerging fund manager. But really, what you're making or breaking is the future of this entire game, and that's a responsibility, as terrifying as it is extraordinary, that you must own. Stalwart.